And our fourth official for today is Ayub. And here now is the visiting lineup for Sharktopus FC, as selected by head coach Leo Johannesson. Number 5, Evan Craig. Number 7, Nuha Ise. Number 9, Kwame Apia. Number 10, Luis Alvaro Osomio. Number 15, Brent Ikecha. Number 17, Amadou Kante. Number 18, Peter Hawkins. Number 19, Gabriel Kellum. Number 23, James Ford. Number 25, Badu Gum. And their captain, number 20, Justin Soto. Here now is the starting 11 for your Ballard FC. Goalkeeper number 1, Lars Ellerin. Defender number 3, Kale Spence. Defender number 5, Jordan McCrary. Defender number 24, Kai Briscoe. Defender number 4, Omar Gray. And midfielder number 6, Kellen Rowe. Midfielder number 11, Declan McGlynn. Midfielder number 10, Robbie Otero. Forward number 2, Nee Eggman. Forward number 7, Omar Yea. And your captain is now the co-founder, forward number 9, Lamar Nagel. Your Ballard FC is led by head coach Mutanda Kwesele. Let's hear it again for your Ballard FC.
Hello and welcome into Interbay Stadium for some fall ball here between Ballard FC and Sharktopus FC as Ballard FC embarks on their first ever U.S. Open Cup qualifying journey here in the third round of the U.S. Open Cup qualifiers. My name is Adam Race. I will be on the call for you. Thank you very much for joining us on this unorthodox Saturday noon kickoff here, but the fans have still come out to support their team. This is the first ever match Ballard FC has played in the fall, their third ever match in the U.S. Open Cup, with the previous two coming in the first round proper, both against Spokane Velocity. And Ballard FC not qualifying for the first round of the Open Cup proper through USL 2, so now trying to make their way through the gauntlet of U.S. Open Cup local qualifying. 3 teams in Washington put their hat into the ring for U.S. Open Cup qualifying in 2025-26. Ballard FC, Bellevue Athletic, and Sharktopus FC, the recreational men's league team, which has defeated Bellevue Athletic in the previous round 5-0 after a replay, and now will face the giants of grassroots Pacific Northwest Soccer in Ballard FC. Winner will advance to the final qualifying round. Winner of that round will get to start playing the pros in the first round proper come 2026. It is a wet and cloudy day, but it has cleared up just a little bit in time for kickoff as the stands here at Interbay Stadium have been very respectfully filled for a noon kickoff on a Saturday after Halloween, I may say. This is a loyal fan base, and they come out to play in one of the more unorthodox matches in Ballard FC's history. They come up against a Sharktopus team that is experienced in U.S. Open Cup qualifying. They have time and time again been that spoiler team trying to come in and beat the more established clubs, the clubs that are at levels like USL 2, like UPSL. Sharktopus, a previous UPSL contender in the state of Washington, making it to the state finals a year ago in fall of 2024. This is a team that knows how to win in the Open Cup. They take the opportunities that are given to them. They're going to try to jump on Ballard FC early. Ballard FC, a very talented, experienced roster roster. You have Ballard FC alumni, you have ex-pros, but they have had a lot less time to play and train together than the Sharktopus team has. And Sharktopus coming off a 5-0 rout of Bellevue Athletic on Tuesday. They're going to be riding high and trying to take that momentum to the powerhouse club in the state of Washington. In the circle, kicking off for Ballard FC, it is none other than Seattle Sounders FC Lamar Nagel, wearing the number 9 shirt, also a co-founder here of Ballard FC. He will be at central striker duty, one of a couple ex-Seattle Sounders pros on this Open Cup roster as the whistle goes, and we are off here with some fall ball at Interbay Stadium. Once again, I am Adam Race as Ballard FC in the red, attacking from left to right on your screen. Sharktopus in the blue, attacking from right to left. Ballard FC start off with possession. With the talent on this squad and the way they're used to playing, you would expect them to have the lion's share of possession in this game. It's the first match under new head coach Matunda Kwasele, longtime Ballard FC assistant coach, being elevated to head coach into this 2026 season, getting his first game here in Open Cup qualifying, as that will be a clearance off of Ballard FC. Cale Spence taking that one. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Sharktopus, James Ford, to take the goal kick. Ford was one of the heroes in that 5-0 win on Tuesday. A game in which it was on the score sheet dominant, but that was a game where Sharktopus had to fight tooth and nail for their lead. They just executed everything perfectly. They got a couple of good goals, and once Bellevue had to start pushing for equalizers, they were able to capitalize on the counterattack. It was not on the field a 5-0 result, but on the scoreline is what matters, and Sharktopus played that absolutely perfectly, as they're going to get their first foray onto the ball. They'll play it ahead, and back there to receive is Lars Heller, and former Tacoma Defiance man and Ballard FC national champion, one of the many alumni now who have made it to the pro ranks from Ballard FC. One of a few who have done it through the Tacoma Defiance is Soto, Justin Soto, the captain for Sharktopus, forced to clear that one out, quickly thrown in towards Nagel. Lamar Nagel, longtime MLS veteran, 40 MLS goals in his almost decade-long career. 28 of those coming with the Seattle Sounders. He was a local legend and part of the founders group at Ballard FC. Kai Briscoe will throw it in. Omar Gray, delivery to the top of the box. Otero tips it to McGlynn on the far side. A shot from McGlynn is saved by Ford. And Sharktopus clear. First real chance for Ballard FC comes through the man who scored the first ever goal for Ballard FC here at Interbay Stadium in Declan McGlynn. The last goal he scored here at Interbay Stadium, though, was for the opposition, for Snohomish United in the USL2 playoffs, and it was a beauty of a goal as well, one of the goal of the year contenders in USL2. Snohomish, though, would fall in that game to Ballard FC, who would go on that amazing run all the way to the national final, losing in a nail-biter in Vermont against the Vermont Green, falling just short of what would have been a second national title in just 4 years of existence. This team has set the bar for grassroots soccer as Sharktopus are going to play it down the right side. Here's Gabe Kellum looking infield, overhit it a little bit, and it's going to be off and retrieved by Kai Briscoe. Nifty first touch by Briscoe, always a fan favorite, dribbles up to midfield. He's got Omar Ye on the right side. Looks infield towards Nagel. Back for Rafi Otero, one of the standouts from that playoff run for Ballard FC. And here's another ex-pro, ex-Sounder in Kellen Rowe, up towards McGlynn. McGlynn, top of the box onto his left foot. He's going to look out wide into the middle, but the flag is up. Intended target in the middle was Nee Engman, who had a big breakout season for Ballard FC this past season. And he is experienced against Sharktopus, both for Ballard and for Bellevue Athletic. This is a player who just knows how to score big-time goals in big-time games, and he can score some bangers as well. Had Ballard's goal of the year in an important road match against Lane. Ended up being perhaps the most crucial result on Ballard's path to another Northwest Division title. Flick header will be taken by Ballard FC. Chasing down is Gabe Kellum. And Kellum going shoulder to shoulder there with Jordan McCrary, the former 10th overall MLS Super Draft pick back in 2018 to the New England Revolution, also a former Sounders player. This is one of those U.S. Open Cup lineups. It's very strange to look at, but it's full of talent. It's really a treat to get a squad of players like this together for a competitive match. A competitive match with some atmosphere around it. It's a bit of a last-second decision by Ballard to open up the gates for this game, but the fans have responded. They've come out in force. And can Ballard respond out on the field? They get it out to the right side. Overcooked the cross. Off to chase on the far side is Cale Spence. He will not get there. Throw in Sharktopus. Sharktopus, who were in some headlines in the previous 2 weeks for their previous U.S. Open Cup match against Bellevue Athletic, having to be replayed. The first match ending 4-3 in favor of Bellevue, but replayed on Tuesday, and Sharktopus proving that they do deserve to advance with a convincing 5-0 win. Headed down and cleared forward towards Kellum, former pro player, one of a couple former pro players in England on the field. Kellum playing for #United, and Declan McGlynn playing for Hereford as recently as this last year. Coming back to play for Snohomish. Here's Spence. That's a nifty touch infield, and it's up and off the bar, and it's in the back of the net, and it's that man, Nee Engman. I'm telling you, this guy comes up when you need him, and he scores a beauty right there. The feed from Nagel, the finish from Nee Engman. It's a quick 1-0 for Ballard FC. So Ballard FC, a dream start here. It was a really nifty move. It seemed to almost come out of nothing. And they get a takeaway here. Nagel's going to try for a goal. That's a good save by James Ford. Nagel almost picked up a goal right after helping out with the first. It was interplay on that far side between Cale Spence, Lamar Nagel, finishing with Nee Engman. Ballard FC, this is a team in Sharktopus that they want to immediately get out on the front foot, because this is a team that can really pull some surprises on you if you let them. If you let them get into a game, they can be pesky. Ballard get a takeaway. Otero tried to feed it through to Engman. Hit it too hard, out for a goal kick. And also credit to Nee Engman just threading that back line, staying onside, and being ready for the little flick from Spence to Nagel. Spence under some pressure, clears it up towards midfield. Yea under it. Otero. Back for Yea. Nagel in there as well, but it will be a free kick. Going down is Evan Craig, former Rockhurst University player. A lot of former collegiate talent on this Sharktopus team. Spread across D2 and D3, as well as some D1 alums. Players versed in the local game through the UPSL. Players like Gabe Kellum, who are having really good UPSL seasons currently with Seattle Eagles. Bodo Ngoum, Amadou Conte, Gasso Decore, players on this roster. Nua Cisse, who have shown their quality at the grassroots game in Washington. Nagel looks forward. Engman making the run, but Nagel's going to look far side instead. Tried to connect with Spence. Put it far too close to Brett Wittich. 5 goals in that last game, one coming from Petter Bakken in the starting 11 for Sharktopus. Assist for Nua Cisse. Braces for Gabe Kellum and Kwame Apia. Apia, one of those goals, an absolute screamer. Rocket from outside of the box. Second one, a takeaway on a mishit back pass that he finished off. Kellum, part of two really good counterattacks, finishing with that pro-level class. The first goal from Bakken, just a 2-on-1 aerial duel that he won, as they're going to try to lift it over the top. Hellerin is there. Lars Hellerin will have to be alert. This is a Sharktopus team that will try to play those long balls in behind towards Kellum. Players back there like Nua Cisse as well with a step of pace. At times, I'm sure Hellerin will have to act at that sweeper-keeper role, something that he is used to as a Ballard FC alum, a team that likes to push so far up the field usually, control possession. They're doing so right now. Here's Engman, turning, getting it to Spence, delivery to the far side, Yaya. He's got the drop in Otero. He's got Briscoe as well. Yaya taking it himself, though, here by the end line. Blocked corner, and it went last off Yaya. That was good defensive work down by the corner flag. And it will earn a goal kick for Sharktopus. It was Evan Craig on the tackle. Forward towards midfield. Flicked on. Down by Kellen Rowe. Rowe's second U.S. Open Cup match for Ballard FC. Played in that Spokane Velocity match here at Interbay Stadium last spring. Game that went to extra time, and Ballard FC just falling at the end. Good, of course, to see the Bush Keepers in attendance today. I was wondering if they would come out on a rainy noon kickoff, but of course they did. Flicked on by Nagel, but it will go out of play. Nagel wanted a foul, didn't get it. I think the key in this game for Ballard FC is just don't let your guard down, because I say it time and time again, this Sharktopus team doesn't need a lot of opportunities to put one in the back of the net. They don't need a lot of space to do it. They've got some really talented strikers, and they play well together, moving quickly from end to end. Sliding tackle, well executed near midfield. Played ahead by Bakken. Man, making the run at the end of it was Kwame Apia, and Apia did not get there before it rolled into the clutches of Lars Hellerin. Hellerin, a local collegiate product, playing some great seasons at Ballard FC, winning that national title, going on to play pro. Spence's cross is deflected, still into a dangerous area, though. Might fall here for Briscoe. Briscoe keeps it alive briefly. Slide tackle takes it away. Here's Nagel. He's got Engman in the middle. Tries to find him. Nee Engman's got a brace. Lamar Nagel, pinpoint delivery onto the sliding right foot of Nee Engman. And Ballard FC have stamped their authority on this one in the first 15 minutes. Started with the slide tackle takeaway by Omar Yaya. Rolled it to Lamar Nagel, and that is a professional making something difficult look very easy as he curls it between the last defender and the goalkeeper. And in the end, a routine sliding finish for Nee Engman. He's got two. The lead expands for Ballard FC. They're going to try to pour it on. Ballard FC not accustomed to playing against teams that they are higher than in the pyramid. Usually either USL 2 opponents or playing up against USL 1 opponents like Spokane Velocity in the Cup. This team of old veterans, though, they've clearly shaken off the rust. Questions of how well they could mesh in such a short time training together. They've proven all of that wrong. They're going to go long up here to Declan McGlynn. Many players, of course, on this roster, part of that summer ball team. Omar Yea, Rafi Otero, Niangman, Kai Briscoe. So these are players who have played together. You just have a couple of those pros put in like Nagel, Kellen Rowe, McCrary. Winner of this game will face a California-based team in the fourth qualifying round. Chance to move on to that first round proper play against pro talent. Means so much to these players. Just get that opportunity to play at that stage, at that level, prove yourself at that level. Ballard has done just that in their previous opportunities against the Spokane Velocity. 2 games in which they lost by single goals, but 2 games in which Ballard FC certainly could have and perhaps should have come out victorious against the pro squad from Spokane. It's a club that's always looking to shoot to higher heights. They've already had so much success in league play, winning that USL2 national championship a couple years ago, making it to their second national championship game, and just continually dominating the Northwest Conference in USL2. But that US Open Cup victory has so far eluded them. They look on track right now to pick up their first victory in the competition. Conte, back towards Soto. Get it forward towards Gabe Kellum. Sharktopus just trying to put together some possession here. Used to going direct. They will try to go direct up the middle here. That's not a bad ball to the far side. Halloran's got to react. Slides in past Craig. The referee points to the spot. And Sharktopus are going to have an opportunity to get one right back. It's a tough position there for Lars Halloran. He slides in as Evan Craig races after it, and the referee, judging that Halloran took out the legs of Craig before he claimed the ball at the hands. FC crowd not happy with it, but it will be a chance for Sharktopus to get one back. I told you, they don't need too many chances. That's really their first dangerous foray into the attacking third, and they get a penalty kick out of it. And no surprise, it looks like it will be Gabe Kellum stepping up to take the penalty. The 9 for this team. He had a brace on Tuesday against Bellevue, also scored the opening goal in the first match against Bellevue. He's been having a great season for Seattle Eagles in the UPSL, and he will face off with Lars Halloran, the ex-pro. Halloran a chance to spare his own blushes if he can save the shot from Gabe Kellum. Kellum a chance to put some unsure energy in the crowd here. 19th minute. Number 19 steps up to the spot. Bushkeepers on the far side playing their part, getting loud. Kellum's run up. Slots it away. It's 2-1. That is a calm, well-taken penalty from Gabe Kellum. Sends Halloran the wrong way. Most dangerous lead in soccer, 2-0. Ballard FC, they have had just about every attacking opportunity, but just get used to saying this time and time again, calling these Sharktopus games. Their first chance of the match finds the back of the net. Gray. All Almost a giveaway, and it is taken away by Sharktopus. Touchdown by Cisse. Cisse guarded by Otero. That one is going to slip beyond the feet of Hamadou Conte, but the referee's whistle will give Sharktopus a free kick. Taken quickly. Conte trying to get in towards Kellum. It's a well-delivered ball, just a step beyond Gabe Kellum, though. Goal kick coming. Briscoe. Gray. Switched across. McCrary. First Ballard FC game for McCrary. Up towards Yea. Nifty flick to Kai Briscoe. Plays it around. Now he can show off the wheels. He's one-on-one with Soto. Tipped in by Nagel. On net. Back for Lamar Nagel. The flag is up. That was a really nice goal, but Lamar Nagel was a few steps off sides when he put the finish in. Really impressed by the interplay between these players, many of which have only been training together a couple of weeks. And Nagel, no complaints from him. He told the team to get back on defense. He knew he was offsides, but finished it off regardless. Conte, sliding tackle by Kai Briscoe. Briscoe never opposed to getting that jersey dirty. He's going to send it out for a Sharktopus corner kick, their first of the match. It's going to be an in-swinger from this near corner flag. Across, well delivered to the far post, but Nagel's able to rise up, flick it out for a corner on the far end. The player down on the pitch at a bit of pain as well inside the 6 after a collision in there. Looks like it's Kai Briscoe back up to his feet. It's always a treat to see Kai Briscoe play here at Interbay Stadium. Always puts on a show, reason he's a fan favorite around here. This time an out-swinging delivery from the far side to the top of the 6, headed up by Angman and cleared by Angman as well towards Omar Yea. Yea waiting for reinforcements. McGlynn. Otero, that would have been a nifty outside of the boot pass. Did not get to Angman though. Good recovery run, but a whistle and a foul. And looks like Ballard want a card for the foul on Nagel. Looks like cards aren't coming out at the moment. Chance for Ballard to maybe reset. It's been a couple minutes here where they've been a little bit against it. More so than they would certainly expect to be. Especially when you look at the 2 goals within the first 15 minutes. They looked on their way to absolute dominance, but Sharktopus doing what Sharktopus does, making things interesting. Here's Rowe on the return from Otero. Here's McGlynn now. Out wide, Cale Spence. MASL man. Low-driven cross is blocked away at the head by Cisse, put out for a throw-in for Ballard. Head coaches today, Mutanda Kwesele for Ballard FC and Leo Ohanesian for Sharktopus FC. McGlynn touches it in field, left by Otero. Spence's delivery, it's just beyond Ford. Still in there, Engman trying to get a touch, and it is cleared. Looks like Ford did just enough to disrupt. Rowe's delivery skips beyond knee Engman into the hands of James Ford. Rocking the jersey over the hoodie. That is a lost bit of soccer fashion. Always good to see it back. That's a giveaway right there as Briscoe diving in, and he gets a foul for it as well. A couple times here on this right side, Ballard have been able to go up and press Hamidou Conte and get rewarded for it. That was part of what led to that second goal. Yaya pressing Conte, getting it to Nagel. The finish from Engman. Here's Otero. Back for Otero. Just beyond the reach of McGlynn. But now gotten back to McGlynn. And out wide to Yea, a lot of space for the cross. Gets it all the way across. Didn't find anybody. Just found a corridor. It's a good effort by Kai Briscoe, and he gets a throw-in for his efforts. And it's taken quickly. Sharktopus have to be careful not to be caught flat-footed here. Yea's quick with it. Gets it to the top. The shot coming. It's blocked at the top. It was Cale Spence in there, had a running start up to it. Didn't hit it cleanly. Rolling along the turf and blocked away before it got to the 6-yard box. McCrary. McGlynn tried to flick it through for Engman. Read well by Brett Witticha. Here's Gray. Another player with former pro experience in the USL Championship, formerly of Houston Dynamo 2. Joining Ballard FC this past summer, playing a big role in that playoff run. Rowe. McGlynn. Didn't quite get the boot to that one how he wanted to. And a foul was called against Nee Engman. For Ballard FC, actually their first 2 U.S. Open Cup goals coming here this afternoon. Held scoreless in both of their previous first-round proper matches against Spokane Velocity. Had a goal disallowed this last spring in the dying moments of extra time. Conte skips it beyond Briscoe. Tried to turn on the wheels against Omar Yea. That's a tough thing to do, though, and Conte dribbles it out of bounds. Rafi Otero, former Claremont McKenna man. He's one of the players of the postseason, absolutely, for Ballard FC, and across USL 2 was Rafi Otero. Kellen Rowe. Skips beyond one. Lays it off to Yea. Sliding in there was Evan Craig. Sends it out for a throw-in. First time in these U.S. Open Cup qualifiers, Sharktopus have trailed by 2. Only ever trailed by 1 in their first match against Bellevue, which ended up getting replayed. Of course, 5-0 in the replay. It's never in real doubt after about the midway point of the second half. Petterbakken clears it up towards Kellum, who tries to flick it infield for Conte. Out for a throw-in, watched out by McCrary. Almost 30 minutes gone. A brace from Nee Engman and a response from the spot by Gabe Kellum. Has us at 2-1. Here is Kellum. Good body position. He's going to try to catch Hellerin off his line, and Hellerin's got to be careful, but he does keep it in play and keep it out of the net. You can see how far up the pitch Lars Hellerin is having to play. And when Sharktopus get a quick takeaway, he's got to be wary of that long effort. And Gray's got to be wary of the press from Kellum, but he does well. Gets it back to Hellerin. Now McCrary. Gray looking at his options. Plenty of time back there. Not an extremely high press from Sharktopus in the Ballard FC half. looking to mostly get their opportunities off the counterattack. Can't allow too much space to the talent that is in this Ballard FC front line, especially when you look out wide. Players like Yaya, so dangerous. Here is Yaya, one-on-one with Craig. Help from Conte now. Yaya splits the two. It's tackled off of him. Conte will take it down in play. Here's Spence. Otero outside of the boot looking for Nagel. Cleared away by Justin Soto. That'll skip over the fence and out of the confines of Interbay Stadium. Omar Yaya, Utah Valley University standout in this 2024 season. Last year he had 12 goals and 3 assists and was an immediate impact late season addition for Ballard over the summer. Scored a crucial goal on the road against Lane. Nagel down to the top of the box. Engman had his shot blocked in there. Kellum up for Petter Bakken. Gray's got to be calm here, and he's absolutely that. Glenn's pass towards Nagel's cutout. Ballard FC, a close to spotless home record here at Interbay Stadium. Last loss at Interbay Stadium came in the final regular season game of this summer's USL2 season against Snohomish. That loss a big reason Ballard FC has to go through the qualifying rounds. Here's some interplay to Nagel. He's already gotten assists from that position, and Engman wanted a first half hat trick, just couldn't get the acrobatics right. Round of applause regardless from the crowd here. Another good move from Ballard down this right side. They've been able to get it to the feet of Yaya and Nagel moving down the right. It has looked really dangerous. And Engman has always looked to be in that right position to receive the ball into the middle. Goal down the left, a goal down the right. And here's another opportunity off a takeaway. McGlynn takes it himself, blocked away. Back for McGlynn, 2 defenders. Works his way out of the phone booth. Whips one into the middle. Sliding in there from Nagel. It's just beyond the far post. It's one of those in-between balls where you just need to put the right amount of curl on it and perhaps put it in a corridor where Nagel couldn't get quite there. Goal kick from Ford goes straight to the feet of Rafi Otero. Here's Yaya once again against Craig. Backed up by Bakken. Yaya towards the end line. Chip to the far post. Engman couldn't win the aerial duel, and he commits a foul, a little shove in the back. It's a fascinating storyline here between these two teams. Sharktopus, who have a couple times now been that low-level team trying to make a Cinderella U.S. Open Cup qualifying run. And Ballard FC, who have really shaken the label of Cinderella immediately coming into the USL2 division in the Northwest and becoming powerhouses, establishing themselves as the mecca of grassroots soccer in Washington. That one is put up off the roof by Omar Gray. Thrown in quickly by Sharktopus. They're going to try to work quickly off of these set pieces all night. Slaloming run by Nua Cisse is cut out by a tackle from Declan McGlynn. Ballard once again looks like they're going to try to build down this right side. If it broke, don't fix it. Yaya not able to keep it in play. To the credit of Sharktopus, there are Sharktopus fans in attendance. You could hear it in the opening lineup announcements. Coming out in force for one of the biggest matches this team has played in a while. Certainly one of the biggest crowds they've played in front of, perhaps in their history. A few hundred on hand here at Interbay. Soto looks direct. Offsides flag is up against Kwame Appiah. Otero. Briscoe. Back for Otero. Up to Nagel. This is good build up, back and forth. Now back to the right side. Briscoe takes it down on the chest. Takes a tackle and gets a throw in. Quickly into Nagel. 3 blue shirts around him. Can't wiggle his way out. Head from Cisse. Cisse goes down on the tackle from Kellen Rowe. And we'll see if Sharktopus want to take this quick or set up and go direct into the box. They will go quickly back. Pushing ahead. Badu and Goom tried to thread it all the way through, but no one made the run. Halloran takes at the feet. Here's a burst of pace from Kai Briscoe. And goes infield, waiting to receive from Yea. Yea, though, all the way into the middle. Back for Kai Briscoe. Got it caught underneath his feet. That's exactly where Kai Briscoe wanted to be, to receive the 1-2 from Lamar Nagel. He's frustrated he didn't get to it. But right back ahead here. The flag does go up. Under 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Niangman's brace still the difference, with Gabe Kellum's response having it just a 1-goal match. Could swing either way. McCrary. He's pressed and he gave it away. Moving ahead there was Appiah, but wasn't able to connect with Kellum. Spence. Yeah, calling for it on the far side. They will get it out there towards Briscoe. Briscoe, green grass ahead of him. He's got Yea on his right. Opts to find him. Nifty feed from Omar. Yea does just enough. Get it to the top towards Spence, and now with Declan McGlynn, Otero, Engman waiting in the middle. They're going to try to find him. It's behind knee Engman. Kellum takes a shoulder in the back from McCrary. Back with a kick for James Ford. A few big saves, including a save on a penalty kick on Tuesday. Denying a really good scorer who is experienced here at Interbay, and Jason Stein, West Seattle Junction man, as Craig with a nice run ahead. Sprays it to Apia on the right side. Kellum waiting in the middle. Infield diving clearance by Omar Gray, not all the way out. Craig turns with it. Out wide to Hamadou Conte, beyond Hamadou Conte. Ballard FC with the throw. Halloran on the far side to McCrary. Stands continue to fill out here, as does the audience here for the stream. We once again thank you for joining us. We've got a good game here. FC fans might be looking at this match against Sharktopus as a rollover, but as someone who has seen a couple of Open Cup games from Sharktopus now, they do not have rollovers. They make it tough on you every single match, no matter who you are. First thing you can do is underestimate this Sharktopus team. Ballard FC came out very well, but Sharktopus hanging around. It looked in the first 15 minutes like the hosts might be able to run away with it, going up 2-0. There's Nee Engman disappointed with himself, letting that one go out right in front of the Ballard FC bench. Ballard FC won a handball there against Bado and Goom. It's not called. Apia. Right to Gray. Kellen Rowe trying to connect ahead with Yea. Second ball falls for Lamar Nagel. Chance for Yea to run right at net here. Puts it, rolls it far side, and it's easily dealt with. Not the connection that Omar Yea wanted to get on that one, and it was dealt with by Badu and Goom tracking back. Former Mariner High School man, as well as being a standout at Seagam FC, Seattle Gambia. UPSL Power in Washington. Not too many corner kicks in this game for Ballard FC. Most of their opportunities have come from open play. They've got a really good set-piece man here in Declan McGlynn. This time he overhits it, though. That's commentator's curse. But Ballard FC will receive it. Spence on the second ball into the middle. Well claimed by Ford over the top of Lamar Nagel. Otero looking to receive the second ball from Yea, but Omar Yea is going to dribble it himself infield instead. Now tries to find McGlynn, just going to get off his toe and out for a goal kick. Ballard FC certainly not lacking in attacking third possession since scoring that second goal. The interplay, it's just been one touch short of getting that opportunity at net. They haven't forced many big saves from James Ford. Goals they have put in have been just about unstoppable for Ford on good feeds to Engman in the middle. Those classic goals up front that Nee Engman scores in his sleep. Quality striker, always in the right spot. That first goal, though, that was a banger from Nee Engman from the top of the box, ringing it off the crossbar.
As we head towards halftime, a reminder that sessions are
44th minute. Spence to Engman. Spence ready on the drop, but Engman taking it himself. In the middle, it gets beyond Lamar Nagel. Here's Yea. Fakes a shot on his right, takes it on the left. It's blocked. Otero's second delivery. Cleared away by Ngoum. Tug of the jersey. Whistle against Declan McGlynn, and the first yellow card of the match will be issued to Declan McGlynn. As we approach 45 on the clock, there'll be a couple minutes of added time with the penalty kick and the 3 goals. But overall, it has been a pretty free-flowing game. Craig, early delivery into the box, easily falls for Spence. Former Ballard FC man, as well as a Tacoma Defiance player in the Major Arena Soccer League, one of a couple alongside Kai Briscoe, rejoined the MASL roster this coming year. Briscoe, a former University of Washington standout. That's a really nice ball towards Omar Yea. Flag stays down. Might be a quick 2-on-1 in the middle here. Lamar Nagel trying for goal and just putting it over the crossbar. Lamar Nagel, the captain and co-owner of Ballard FC. I mean, you have to give him the captain's armband. 40 MLS goals, co-founder of the squad. Already had a really good performance up top. Highly involved in the first 2 goals. Had a goal of his own disallowed from offsides, and he's disappointed he didn't put that one away. That's a nervy back pass from Omar Gray, but Ellerin is there to collect. Spence. Can't feed it cleanly to Rafi Otero. Luis Alvaro Osornio, the Sharktopus number 10. They're going to do enough to get it forward, but an offsides flag will take it away. It's the first of 2 times today that Interbay Stadium will have a big game hosted as Seattle Pacific University. A big late regular season match later tonight at 7 o'clock. SPU always a D2 soccer power. Some national championship banners hanging on the sidelines of this stadium. SPU also providing a good number of talented players for Ballard FC. Lars Hellerin, formerly playing at Seattle Pacific. Club legend Alex Mejia as well. Here's Spence. Can't get it beyond the tackle on the far end from Brett Wittich. So we're into our 3rd minute here of added time. Referee checking his watch. High press from Nagel, trying to take it away from Ngoum, but it's cleared. Apia trying to spray it forward for Conte. Quick to react on the cover was Omar Gray. He's got McCrary there as backup as he's pressed in towards the corner flag by Hamadou Conte. Sliding in there as well as Petter Bakken. But it will end up as a goal kick, and that is going to do it for the first 45. A couple of goals from Nee Engman, including a banger off the crossbar. And the response from the spot by Gabe Kellum has us at 2-1. We will be back after a short break here for the final 45 of this 3rd round of U.S. Open Cup qualifying from Interbay Stadium.
Andy, you're good to mute it. We've got like 200 people watching.
Welcome back in here to Interbay Stadium. 45 minutes gone, 45 minutes to play in this third round of U.S. Open Cup qualifying. Ballard FC leading Sharktopus 2-1. 2 goals from Niangman, a response by Gabe Kellum on a penalty kick for Sharktopus, and this is still anybody's game. 2 teams trying to scrap their way through the qualifying rounds of this U.S. Open Cup. Earn a chance to play against the big boys, against the pro teams in the first round proper, something that Ballard FC has become accustomed to over the last couple of years, playing in the first round proper against Spokane Velocity 2 years running. And although they did not qualify through USL 2 in this summer, despite making the USL 2 national final, they are finding their way through the rough seas of local qualifying and immediately showing that it's not going to be too easy, as Sharktopus have hung around in this match despite going down by 2 within the first 15 minutes. And in the last 15 or so minutes, I would say, of that second half, Sharktopus was a bend but don't break mentality and getting their own chances going forward. And it's just a matter of if Sharktopus can convert at a very high rate and hold strong in the defensive end, they could certainly find themselves back on level terms in this game. My name is Adam Race, live from Interbay Stadium. Thank you very much for joining us, as we've got a spirited, large crowd out here for a noon kickoff on a Saturday. You've got the Bushkeepers with flares on the opposite end. I mean, this is about as good of an atmosphere as you could want for this U.S. Open Cup match, one that was barely really talked about until about a week in the lead up to it. It shows the loyalty and passion of this Ballard FC fan base, and Sharktopus as well, bringing a good amount of fans in for this game. And we're off here in the second half. Sharktopus in the blue jerseys attacking from left to right on your screen. Ballard FC in the red attacking from right to left. Quick throw in towards Petter Bakken, guarded by Cale Spence. Bakken will get the delivery into the middle, though, just over the top of Gabe Kellum. That's not the man you want to leave a free header to. He will put those away, but it goes over him, and Spence is able to clear towards Nagel. A whistle and a free kick near midfield. Looks like an unchanged 11 out there for both teams. Ballard FC with the same 11 they started with. Here's Rafi Otero. Slide tackle takes it away from him. McCrary steps up, plays it into Kellen Rowe. And now to Declan McGlynn. Back for Kellen Rowe, a USMNT former goal scorer playing here for Ballard FC. Otero onto his right foot. Far side now. On the left foot is Declan McGlynn. McGlynn goes down. They'll get a free kick in a dangerous spot. And you've got some players on this team who can 100% put this in the back of the net. Declan McGlynn, no doubt, is going to take this free kick in my mind. He scored the first ever Ballard FC goal, a free kick at the opposite side of the field from a very similar position. There is not a better player that Ballard FC could have on the field right now than Declan McGlynn to try to put this one away and make it a 3-1 game. McGlynn have a little bit more set-piece magic here at Interbay Stadium in the Cup. It's a 5-man wall for Sharktopus. McGlynn curls it over the crossbar. Watched over by Ford. As the crowd starts to get into it here. That one went off the hand of Niangman pretty clearly. It will be a free kick. This is a game with free admission, advertised very lightly. The roster announced just a couple days in the build-up to this game, and still, this is a crowd that many USL 2 teams would love to have at a big regular season game. Hundreds here in attendance. Gray curls it just out of play on the far side in front of the Sharktopus bench. And these players have been on this Sharktopus organization for a long time, played together for a lot of U.S. Open Cup runs and UPSL seasons. Very accustomed to this grassroots game before Ballard FC's existence. Long throw routine that Sharktopus, they will go to this long throw pretty often. They look very dangerous off of throw-ins in those matchups against Bellevue Athletic. Ability to turn a throw-in into essentially a corner kick-esque set piece is such a huge tool, especially for a team expecting to play behind. This one goes to the top of the 6. Flicked away by Kellen Rowe, and a whistle for some shoving will give a free kick to Ballard FC. Gray to Hellerin. Hellerin, the Ballard FC alumni, he did not have a jersey ready for this game. He's looks like in an oversized Stockton short kit. Short, the end-of-season goalkeeper for Ballard over the summer. Flying his trade down at Utah. McCrary shields off the defender. Hellerin, one of the many proud Ballard FC alumni to make it to the Tacoma Defiance. And a couple of players from Ballard FC recently making that step up to the Seattle Sounders as well. Peter Kingston recently making his Seattle Sounders debut. Yea applied pressure, and the ball is taken away by Declan McGlynn. Gets it back to Yea. Nagel waiting in the middle. Yea tries to chip it across and chested out of play by Justin Soto. Corner kick coming. Peter Kingston becoming the first Ballard FC player to make their MLS debut. Recently coming on late for the Sounders. Leo Burney, who's been waiting in the wings of the Sounders organization for a few months now. It's going to be the in-swinger from McGlynn. Putting it right on top of the goalkeeper forward. Gets a couple fists to it. Spence tries to take it down for Gray. One away, though, by Gabe Kellum. Here's Appia. Puts a foot through it, but McCrary reacts quickly. And Gray will reset back to the last defender. Kai Briscoe is almost further behind Lars Hellerin. He's playing so high up as Hellerin. Kellum has tried to punish that once in this game, was unsuccessful. But Ballard FC, they have to be pinpoint when these passes are pinging around the back line. Sharktopus got their third goal against Bellevue Athletic on Tuesday on an intercepted back pass, which was taken by Kwame Appia and finished off one-on-one. They're going to be looking for those kinds of giveaway opportunities as Spence drills up himself, has a shot, and he has scored a screamer. Welcome back to Interbay Stadium, Cale Spence. It's 3-1, Ballard FC. Cale Spence looking right back at home. One of the players in the first couple years of this organization. He got a step of space and just rocketed it beyond James Ford. That is a beautiful goal from Spence. Cale Spence, one of the few people on the field who have been featured on a Ballard FC broadcast before. Always good to see a Ballard FC broadcaster find the back of the net. That is an emphatic third goal for Ballard FC. They have had a couple of really nice finishes from Engman and now Spence. Otero. He tries his luck from distance. He's not far off. Otero picks up the assist. Spence, who already had the assist on the first goal, Niangman. He's had himself quite a game here in his return to Ballard FC. It's well played by Kellum to get it far side towards Conte, but Conte's return to Kellum was less accurate. So just like in the first half, Ballard FC taking an early advantage in the second, and once again, Sharktopus are going to have to find a way to respond. It's a long switch of play, easily headed away by Kai Briscoe, and Briscoe head of steam forward. He's going to get out on a run. The delivery was overhit, but the slide tackle is a swing and a miss. Here comes Rafi Otero, tries to center it for Briscoe. He's going to win a corner kick, but Ballard FC wanted more on that counter. Taken short this time. McGlynn to Yea. Otero back to McGlynn, and now the delivery does go into the middle. It's over the crossbar. Something off the training ground there that just doesn't work out how Ballard wanted it. Crowd of a few hundred here have been treated to a show. A couple of really good goals, some great interplay from some former pros. I mean, for the price of admission, which was nothing, this is one heck of a deal. Grassroots soccer, cup soccer is all about. There's a little dummy from Yea. Can he turn on the afterburners? Forces the slide tackle out of play from Evan Craig. Neither Matunda Kwasele or Leo Ohanesian have gone to their benches yet. Nagel picks up the second ball. Yea ahead of him. Dribbles down the sideline himself. How about that for getting out of a tight space for Lamar Nagel, but Spence can't keep it. Tackles it away, gets it back for Lamar, but it will be a free kick for a tug. One-two, touched ahead towards Kwame Appiah. Miss hit the cross, easily dealt with by McCrary. Spence's clearance is deflected, taken back by Appiah. Tried to switch it to Conte, but flying in there, a flash of red is Kai Briscoe, and he'll earn the free kick as well. Can't take a second to rest as a striker when Kai Briscoe is marking you. He can get on you in an instant. Briscoe, as always, has been highly involved and highly entertaining here this afternoon. Crary to Nagel. Two former MLS players connect. Nagel beyond Petter Bakken's slide tackle. Off to another MLS veteran and Kellen Rowe. Rowe rumbling ahead. Still on the ball. Takes a bit of contact and referee says play on. And that's a point to the spot. Cale Spence scores a goal and immediately earns a penalty. Credit to the referee for the initial play on call. It could have been a dangerous free kick, but instead it's a chance to make it 4-1. Lamar Nagel is going to step up, one of the co-founders of Ballard FC. 40 MLS goals, 28 of them with the Seattle Sounders. It will be him against James Ford, the goalkeeper who has been with Sharktopus since 2017. The boss converts. Lamar Nagel has scored his first ever Ballard FC goal. He gets a warm round of applause, and the Bridges are firmly back into the driver's seat. It is 4-1. Chance for Lamar breaking out here. Such a beloved character here at Interbay Stadium. Number 9 hypes up the crowd, a club that he has helped build. And a great moment as he gets to score his first Ballard FC goal from the penalty spot. Spence right back to Nagel. Engman and McGlynn in the middle. It does find Declan McGlynn. Far side for Lamar. Left by Engman, a good idea, but well read. There to react was Nua Cisse. Spence tried to spray it out wide towards Yea, beyond him. Shot from distance from McGlynn is blocked away. Spence tried to chip it through to Engman, didn't seem quite ready for that delivery. And there's a slide from Spence. He wags his finger, but it will be a call. No yellow card, but a free kick coming for Sharktopus. I go for a diagonal ball towards the top of the box. Header one in there by Omar Gray. Second ball down for Sharktopus. Big hole to dig themselves out of now. They've got to start soon. Out FC have looked to stamp their authority on this. They go over the top towards Gabe Kellum. That's the man to look for if you're Sharktopus, if you want that quick goal. But Kellum playing provider right here, getting it into the middle. The flag is up on the far side, as Petter Bakken was trying to squeeze that one across net. A couple of substitutes warming for Ballard FC. A little bit of movement on the Sharktopus bench as well. Still no substitutes for either team. It's a Sharktopus team that played their last qualifier just Tuesday on a rainy night at Marymore Park on the east side. Ballard FC, of course, these are completely fresh players, many of whom have not only not played for a couple months, but played for a couple of years, at least in a competitive level match. Sornio's pass is taken away by Kellen Rowe. Could be a little breakout here for Ballard FC. Yea has it tackled away from him. Justin Soto, the captain, getting a foot in. Yea, lovely touch and turn. Delivery into the middle towards Nagel is cleared away. Otto and Goom got there just in time. Rowe for Yea. Looked near post towards Nagel. Clipped up into the air, and it'll go out for a Ballard FC corner kick on the far side. Once again, winner of this game will enter the fourth qualifying round of the U.S. Open Cup. No teams entering from the state of Oregon into U.S. Open Cup qualifying, just the 3 this season from Washington, as they are the only teams entering from the whole Pacific Northwest are Sharktopus, Bellevue, and Ballard, with Bellevue already eliminated, so More than likely, Ballard will be playing a team from California, host site as yet undetermined. And that is, of course, if Ballard FC can't hold on to this lead. It's looking good right now, though. Near side corner kick, right on top of Ford, gets a punch to it. McGlynn, down for Kellen Rowe. Back for McGlynn, player down in the box is Niangman. Looks to be in some pain at the top of the 6-yard box. But Sharktopus down the other end on a counter nonetheless. Long switch, well directed towards Hamidou Conte. Gabe Kellum could not have located that any better. Appia unleashes one, blocked away. Appia's got a rocket of a right foot. He can really put his laces through a shot. Conte dispossessed by Cale Spence, made that look easy. Conte trying to get it back to Petter Bakken. Bakken, who took some contact from McCrary. Referee says get up. Craig wants a corner kick. He's not going to get it. Won't complain about it either. Over 60 minutes gone here. Ballard FC 4-1 in the lead. Brace from Niangman. Screamer from Cale Spence. And a penalty kick from Lamar Nagel as Niangman still down in pain in the box. It is looking like Mutunda Kwesele is going to have to go to his bench for the first time as Ballard FC head coach. And it also looks like Sharktopus are going to be looking for a substitute. It's a tight group, the Sharktopus team. Many of these players on previous cup runs played for a long time together under the Sharktopus badge. Badge that one or two times has gone viral on social media. Zangman is going to be walking to the bench under his own power, but it looks like it might be tough for Niangman to continue in this game. He has certainly done his role. Scored a couple of really nice goals in the first 15 minutes of the match, which right now still do stand as the difference. It's an extended stoppage here as Angman back down on the pitch getting treated. Sharktopus also making a run back in 2023. We've certainly seen some Cinderella stories coming out of Washington in the U.S. Open Cup. Washington Athletic Club qualifying out of the qualifying rounds last year. Ballard FC, they wouldn't necessarily want to be playing through the qualifying rounds, but they've shown their quality and they've shown that the fans will get out here and support, even in the off-season. As a round of applause for Niangman as he now does get to the bench. See shortly who he is replaced by, or if he will be coming back out onto the field. Still no substitute with their penny off. So Niangman perhaps hoping to continue. Although with the amount of time it took him to even get to the bench, I would be surprised to see Niangman's afternoon continue. They'll restart back at the Ballard FC net with a free kick by Lars Hellerin. Played for McCrary. McCrary has it intercepted by Osornio. Osornio, the former Thomas Jefferson High School standout. Many former local high school standouts on this Sharktopus team. Free kick for Sharktopus. Bit of an unorthodox position for a free kick. Dead on from this distance. Of course, you're not going to go direct. You have to put some curl on this. Try to get it onto an on-rushing striker. Sharktopus have some big bodies, but that one is won by Omar Gray showing off the vertical. Can Ballard FC get out on the counterattack here? That's exactly the man you want leading it. Omar Yea skips it ahead and runs onto it. He's got Nagel in the middle. It's a 2-on-1 here for Ballard. A chance to make it 5-1. It's slide tackled away. Justin Soto doing what the captain should, getting all the way back and taking it away for a corner kick from Omar Yea. That's a tough player to get step for. As looks like getting ready to come on for Ballard FC is going to be Evan Awney. Evan Awney, former Seattle Pacific University man, a 2022 Great Northwest Athletic Conference honorable mention. He will replace MLS veteran Jordan McCrary. Awney playing at the field that he played his college ball at. Big man stepping in immediately as one of the tallest players on the pitch. Applies it straight as a center back, and he'll be useful immediately here on the corner. Delivery from McGlynn, near post easily dealt with, but right back to Declan McGlynn. Back for Yea. Driven delivery to the top. So Nee Engman has been able to stay out there. Very good sign for Nee. Spence. Awney. Awney, a player that I've had the pleasure of calling in my time doing GNAC soccer up at Western Washington University. A quality defender, brought in to help see out this result. Currently at 4-1, Ballard look well on their way to their first ever win in a U.S. Open Cup match in this qualifying round. Outside for Yea. Infield now for Lamar Nagel. And he's just showing off now. That is a lovely little flick. The crowd loves it as the co-owner has a brace. (5-1) Ballard FC, and they are on their way to the fourth qualifying round, surely now. It's something that these soccer fans in the city of Seattle have become accustomed to, seeing a classy finish from Lamar Nagel. He did it 28 times with the Seattle Sounders, and now he's done it twice with Ballard FC in his first ever game for the club that he co-founded. Omar Yea, a very deserved assist. A nice run and a good find on the near post for Lamar Nagel. Yea has been deadly down the wing, as we have become accustomed to seeing for Ballard FC over his short time with the Bridges. And the old vet, he's still got a couple tricks left in him. Evan Awney shows a little class on the ball, dribbles by a press and gets it to Declan McGlynn and gets a round of applause. Engman on the hold-up play. Flair going on the far side from the Bush keepers. It just means more in Interbay when it comes to this Ballard FC side. So beloved. Switch to Craig on the far side. 73 minutes gone. A brace from Engman, a brace from Nagel, and a goal from Cale Spence. And a substitute waiting in the wings for Ballard FC. Sharktopus made their first substitution of the match, by the way, bringing in Holton Hallfacher, the former Pacific Lutheran University all-conference player, as the crowd's going to get loud here for Lamar Nagel. What a first Ballard FC match for Lamar. He picks up a brace and he goes to the bench. A job well done. He gets some well-deserved pats on the back at the bench. He will be replaced by Mari Tsuchiya, the former Seattle Pacific University man. Played for the Falcons between 2014 and 2017. Picked up 10 goals while playing here at his home stadium of Interbay. Tsuchiya, another Ballard FC debutant. Putting a boot through that one is Kai Briscoe. Tsuchiya in chase, well dealt with by Justin Soto. Soto, the former Lafayette College man and standout at Lake Washington High School. Ani. Rafi Otero bends one ahead for Omar Yea. Tsuchiya's waiting in the middle. It's a heavy touch from Omar Yea, dealt with by Soto. Shot is blocked there. Tsuchiya trying his luck. A little bit of a delay here as Kai Briscoe gets set for the throw in front of the Bush keepers. Substitutes are coming for Sharktopus. This looks like that will do it for the afternoon of Brett Wittich. He will go to the bench. Wittich will be replaced by number 26, Cameron Morris. Also coming into the match will be Gasau Decore. Decore, who was a big part of those two wins against Bellevue Athletic previously in the Cup. Decore of Tyee High School in SeaTac. Playing some UPSL minutes in the previous year. Quality defender. Hangman. He's got Yea on the far side. He'll find him. A lot of space for Omar Yea. Another sub warming up for Ballard FC on the far side, as it's a dangerous takeaway here for Sharktopus. Kellum has Conte in the middle. Evan Ani on the recovery. sliding in and cutting out the cross-field pass. Sharktopus still on it, though. Hallfokker. And warming up on the far side is another Sounders FC notable player in John Kennedy Hurtado. We might be seeing him making his Ballard FC debut in the coming minutes with 10 minutes left in the match. John Kennedy Hurtado, a player who has won 3 U.S. Open Cups with the Seattle Sounders, and he will be getting set to come on. Conte drives it into Cale Spence. Conte intercepted by Tuchia. Yeah, trying to get in behind the line. They're going to switch it near side instead to Declan McGlynn. McGlynn with options in the middle, one-on-one with Decore. Lays it off for the run of Rafi Otero. Otero shepherded out a play by Decore. Badu Ngoum stepping in there to put it out for a corner kick. And that will give a chance for Niangman to make way for John Kennedy Hurtado. Played over 100 games for the Seattle Sounders between 2009 and 2013. He won 3 U.S. Open Cups in Seattle with the Sounders, and he is back in the U.S. Open Cup here at Interbay Stadium for Ballard FC. Engman, a great afternoon. He picks up a brace, but a big round of applause for John Kennedy Hurtado stepping in for his Ballard FC debut. A delivery on the corner, a good punch by Ford just beyond Rowe. It will be the first touch for Hurtado. McGlynn feed back for Yea, just slipped between his feet. Right back to Declan McGlynn, though. Yea on the pickup. Couple of step-overs, trying to get a look at goal. Can't get any daylight. Back out wide for Otero. Otero's right-footed cross. That's well delivered just off the front of the head of Tuchia. He was all alone, about a yard of space, just couldn't time the jump correctly. That's exactly what the fans came out to see, some Sounders FC legends putting on the Ballard FC kit. About the cause of this local grassroots phenomenon. A little roulette touch there by Tuchia, just a bit overdone. 82nd minute now. Slide tackle away. Only as far as Briscoe. Tuchia out wide for Yea. Can't keep it in touch. The bench has been just about exhausted for Ballard FC as they see out this victory. Sharktopus as well. Not too many people left on the bench to come in. It's a great opportunity, of course, for Sharktopus, even with the result, to play against some high-quality talent, some big-name players. In front of a big crowd here at Interbay Stadium. It's about as good as it gets for a cup game in the state of Washington. Ballard FC has hosted some classics over the last couple of years. There's a good ball by McGlynn ahead to Tuchia. Gray is giving chase into the middle, and a good slide from Soto sends it out. Justin Soto, as always, has been solid. Thrown to Spence. Spence can't keep it in play. Intercepted by Rowe. Rowe goes 1-2, McGlynn to Gray. Otero back to Gray, just cut out. There's some lovely interplay before the intervention of Ngum. Kellen Rowe now in the captain's armband. Taking it away from Lamar Nagel. Couldn't have really drawn this day up better for Ballard FC. Big crowd, big performances from some big names. Tsuchiya. Wide to Yaya. One of those national championship banners here at Interbay Stadium. Against SBU will be hosting a game later tonight here at Interbay Stadium. And a late season conference push in GNAC play. Plenty of SPU alumni out here on the field. Local products and alumni alongside MLS veterans, players with USMNT goals as the flag is up on the run of Hamadou Kante here on the near side. Otero to McGlynn. McGlynn races to try to keep it in bounds, cannot do so. '86th minute now, Ballard. We have a little more in the tank, trying to find a sixth goal. Slide by Tsuchiya. Last defender back does get there in Ngum. Long testing ball. It's not too hard of a test for Cale Spence. Be 3 weeks from now, second to last weekend of November, that Ballard FC will be playing in that final qualifying round, trying to get back to the first round proper, rather, for the third consecutive season. Yeah. Gets it in field to Gray. A lot of space for Omar. Gray has a shot. Across the face of goal and out. Just dotting the I's and crossing the T's of this game for Ballard FC. Did everything required of them. Sharktopus giving them a scare with the penalty kick in the first half, going into halftime just at a 2-1 score line, but it has been all Ballard FC in the second 45, picking up a trio of goals, 2 from Nagel and 1 from Spence. A couple of really quality finishes as well. We saw at least 3 great goals from Ballard FC. First, that goal off the crossbar from Engman. Flick finish from Nagel. A rocket from Cale Spence. Hurtado. Does enough to get it to McGlynn. Back to John Kennedy Hurtado. John Kennedy Hurtado that time maybe didn't put enough on it, but it just gets to Kellen Rowe beyond the reach of Gabe Kellum. Deflected, but yeah, still going to press. Still here in the 89th minute, has the energy to make it tough for Evan Ford, who does enough to get it away, but straight to Cale Spence. Down for McGlynn. McGlynn trying to curl one towards net. The runner was Rafi Otero, who was far too close to Ford, though. Takes it and rolls it back out. Won't be seeing too much extra time, I would assume, in this game. Over the top for Kellum. Flag is up. Bench expended for both these teams. This is the 22 that we'll be seeing out the match. Tsuchiya coming back from an offsides position. Here comes Sharktopus ahead. Maybe one last attack here. Petter Bakken, a shot saved by Lars Hellerin. Follow-up is cleared. Hellerin's first big save of the match denies a consolation goal from Petter Bakken. A quality stop for the former Tacoma Defiance man. Flick header from Tsuchiya. Finds the pace of Yaya. Two blue shirts ahead of him, though. Tough to find his way through. Gets it to the corner flag. Takes some seconds off the clock. Cannot beat Badu and Goom one-on-one. As we are at the 90-minute mark. Referee checking his watch. A takeaway by Spence. Now to McGlynn. One last look up at net for Ballard FC. It's 2 minutes of added time signaled by the referee. Yaya, back into the middle. Tsuchiya denied by a tackle there to take it away from Cameron Morris. Down for Kellen Rowe. Can't get it to the top of the box. Rowe, big smile on his face. He's looking for his goal. Already had Nagel's 2 goals from the Sounders FC alumni. Chested down by Briscoe. Play's slowing down here as we get into the final minutes. Regardless, this has just been an absolute success of a day from an organizational standpoint, from an on-field standpoint. This has really showed what grassroots soccer is in Washington. Ballard FC and Sharktopus, 2 teams that just continue to prove that time and time again. John Kennedy Hurtado cuts that one out at the chest. Back for Hellerin. On to John Kennedy Hurtado. Olays from the crowd as Ballard FC maintain possession cleanly. Just winding down the seconds here. Looks like no real intention from Ballard to get up the field for one last attack. They do get it ahead to Otero. That one is cut out. Finally, the Olays are silenced by Sharktopus, but it's taken right back by Spence. Tsuchiya on the near side. Do Ballard have a 6th? Looking for that touchdown. Tsuchiya does not look eager to get the ball into the box. Omar Yaya is just going to shield off the defender. Is going to win a free kick. Referee is going to say play on, and now will blow the final whistle. Ballard FC win their first ever U.S. Open Cup match. They win it 5-1 over Sharktopus, and they advance to the final qualifying round of this U.S. Open Cup. It is an excellent afternoon for the Bridges as they get a brace from Lamar Nagel, a brace from Niangman, a goal from Cale Spence, and an altogether great performance in front of a great crowd. A great afternoon for grassroots Cup soccer. I have been Adam Race. Thank you very much for tuning in for myself and our producer, Andy. It has been a pleasure to be with you for some fall ball from Interbay Stadium. Once again, the final score here, Ballard 5, Sharktopus 1 on the goal from Gabe Kellum. Good afternoon.
You can mute it, Andy.